Today in Clear's Tai Chi.
So opening and closing the joints. And so I'm going to grab here around my wrist for you, right? And then let you see the distance between where my wrist bends and where my hand is now. And I'm grabbing tight. And now I'm going to expand that up. Slowly, steadily. Don't do this at home, kids. Make sure that you have, and so you see the distance there, which I'll show it to you this way. Now I'm coming back. Like that. And now here's the other one. And so you see where I'm at here. And there's that. And then closing it, that's opening it, closing it back. And then at the elbow, I'll try to have to, I almost need somebody else to grab it. There you go. And putting it back. And this is one of the old skills that you see for in the temples and stuff. You'll see stuff where they've got this punch and the punch is extended out where you're going, wait a minute, that's like that much further than they ought to be able to punch in the drawings, and people thought it was some kind of a myth. And it's not. It's the ability to really, and there's that side. And back in. And most people are used to it at their shoulder, you know, if they're reaching for something and they need, and it's like, okay, I'm getting this little bit of reach here, and then they're expanding that way. And then back in, they might even be getting some through the whole limb, same side, the same thing on the other side. I normally do it with my back, and I do some, but I've been careful with the back being broken to not overly do that. What I will tell you is that most of the time I'm working on getting it to open out and to open by dropping, and I'm not so much going for the upward extension because I'm trying to be, I will at the neck a little bit, but not on the back itself. I'm trying to be easy. And I don't know that you can see it here, but so we'll use that as the thing. And I normally hold it open like this, but I'm going to let it come back in a little bit so you can tell, or bring it in. And I'm going to set it back down because it really feels good when I have it open. And it's not that it's open all the way, it's just open a bunch. And the same thing at the legs from the hip. And back in, and at the knee. Do it like that. And then the hip on the other side. I went a little too fast on that one, so I'm feeling the strain of that, and I'll slow it down. There we go. And then my knee. I'll show it to you this way. And then from the ankles a bit. And the other one. And when I basically broke my back, it's the skeleton that got the cracks, and all my discs are completely fine from what they've told me. And it's because my discs have that nice ability to open and close. And so when I got the compression from the sudden stop, they just kind of squeezed in, held their shape. They were very pliable instead of getting old and rigid. You know, I'm 52, about to be 53. And so they held enough together, integrity and squishiness, for lack of a better way to put that, opening and closing ability, that it didn't do that, even though the compression put 4 fractures and 4 different vertebrae on my back. Like that. And so it really did save my life in terms of the ability to do that. And no harm to my legs at all. Part of that was their ability to compact in and to be able to do that, and the extra strength in my legs from all the training that we do and all that stuff. But it's really super healthy stuff. You do have to be careful about it, because if you overdo it or try to get it to go too fast earlier on, you know, until you've really built great capacity for it, you can just injure yourself, especially when we're talking about like your spine and that kind of thing. Real gentle, real easy. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about how to do, and enough to give you the idea for how to do this, so that you can ideally do it in your training at home. So from here, when you're doing it, initially, basically in our Tai Chi set, we showed this in this last series that we did. To see the complete video, click the link in the description down below.